Welcome to Shard Select, the gaming podcast equivalent of possessing your apprentice with a horny demon woman. This week we'll be deep diving into Master Phenrig's backstory, aka Dark Messiah of Might and Magic, a game known to have Ryan frothing at the loins. We also pay a visit to Cogwarts, and Ryan regales us with one of his amazing surprises. Let's get this blow on the chode!
Welcome to Shart Select.
Yes. Hello. Hello. How are we doing? I am the mighty wizard Winstolf, and I'm possessed by the sultry, seductive demon Ryan.
Hi there.
Also joining us is Stu, one of those weird gimp golem-looking things you can kick into spikes. Hi, Stu. Yeah. Today we pass the hosting hat to Ryan, for he has something he wishes to regale us all about. Let's pull back the skin and reveal the shiny purple meat of the episode.
Blimey.
So, Blimey O'Reilly. So, what have you got for us this week, Ryan boy?
Just before we start, can I just say, has anybody heard from the Tetris Man or Dummy Thick Man?
I haven't. No, I thought we just left them at the tower.
That's what I mean. Nobody's looking after them, and they're like two very dangerous entities.
Well,
That's
one was
true.
left. The Tetris man was left in stasis. If I remember correctly.
Yeah, he was. He was in the naughty status, wasn't he? DTM's still lurking about in the woods, though, isn't he?
I wonder what he's feeding on.
Well, ass.
Ass.
Anything with an ass that gets lost in the woods, I suppose, yeah. I know other podcast hosts tend to get stuck there from time to time.
The stream runs through the forest, doesn't it? So
Yeah, so those poor boys from the bottom of the stream podcast might have fallen victim to his butt cheek grabbing wiles yet again, I'm sure.
he's
I mean,
on their cheeks.
That forest is a dangerous place, really, and today we're talking about another video game which is set around a dangerous place, aren't we, Ryan?
Yeah. It's Dark Messiah, isn't it? Dark Messiah, Might and Magic.
Dark Messiah of Might and Magic, or the Som, as some people call it. No, the Mom. Sorry. Yeah, so today we're going to have one of our classic deep dives, like we did for Kingdom Hearts in the first episode of the season, but for Arcane's Dark Messiah of Might and Magic. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm very excited for it.
Oh, it's got everything you could wish for. Orcs, humans, weird little golem things, like you said.
Yep.
S&M golem things wearing leather.
Yeah, that's right.
Black
Really
guards.
scary.
Wizards.
Arts.
Yeah.
Good.
Blind dragons known as
Oh, yeah.
Haukais. Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah, Powkais, I remember them.
Yeah, cow pies.
That's like what Desperate Dad liked to eat.
Yeah, I think so.
That's a reference for people who still what the Dandy comic is. Probably not many people left. So yeah, there's a lot to talk about. I mean, Ryan, where do you want to lead us into this quest to Dark Messiah? Where do you want to start?
I'll give you a brief overall description of the plot if you like, and then we could just take it from there.
Let's do it.
So it starts on with the intro to the game, and it's Master Phenrig giving a lovely voiceover.
Hello.
And it's like, it starts about 10 centuries shall the fortress stand, and so on. And then that's where you can skip it, you see. And then you work out later on that essentially 1,000 years ago, there was a war of fires that raged across the country or world of Ashan, which is where it's based.
Okay, yep.
Men, elves, and dwarfs, all and their allies pitted themselves against the hordes of demons.
Demons.
Yeah. And in the end, the allies won.
Oh, that's good.
But it's due to the heroic sacrifice of a wizard known as Sir Alan, the
Sir
seventh dragon. Yeah. Sir Alan.
Sir Alan. Hello, it's me, Sir Alan.
Using his almost godlike powers and supported by his fellow wizards. Sir Elam cast the
Sir
demons
Alan.
out of the world into the limbo of eternal fire.
Good.
From the
Fine.
essence of his spirit, he wove a prison to contain the demons forever. But of course, something went wrong. The magic he summoned failed to create a complete prison, and the tiniest of flaws remained in an otherwise impervious barrier.
Uh-oh.
I know, yeah. Which means demonic influence could seep out into the world during the times of a lunar eclipse. So, obviously, there you go, that's the plot. So they're waiting. The demons are lurking and planning. And then all that remained then was they needed to get their hands on the seventh dragon, Sir Alan.
Sir Alan, yep.
Yeah, and it's now known as the Skull of Shadows.
So Sir Alan is now the Skull of Shadows.
Well, his skull is, yeah. Because it's
did he
like
die?
1,000
Yeah,
years ago. It was 1,000 years ago. He killed himself trying to sort itself out. So it was, obviously, so people hid it away. Okay, it's all magic and evil. Hid it in an ancient temple on a deserted island. Far from men, elves, and demons, and whatever.
Yeah.
And that's where the skull waits. For when its power's needed again.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. And then, dun, 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 someone prophesies that a half-demon, half-human child will be born one day, a walker between the two worlds, known as the Dark Messiah.
Ooh, plot drop.
Yes.
Plot name drop, whatever. Title drop.
And the relics of the seventh dragon would shatter the demon's prison forever. And then, 20 years later, Sareth's story begins.
Oh. Sareth.
Yes.
Yes, Sareth. So poor Sir Alan puts all that effort in. Hello, it's me, Sir Alan. Let's get these bloody demons sealed, eh? But he went wrong, and he died. And he left a little hole that the demons can get out of, maybe.
Yeah, left him a peephole.
Little hole for demons.
Left a little hole for demons. I've got to die now. You're going to have to put my skull on island to protect it. See you later. And then he died. And meanwhile, on the other side of the barrier, all the demons are like trying to poke their fingers through the hole, like, oh, come on, make a hole in it. Come on, make it bigger. Make the hole bigger. Yeah. Like that, trying to make the hole bigger.
Sticking the dicks out of it.
Yeah, there's always one demon that gets waving his knob out of it. Very immature. The rest are just like, for God's sakes, mate, we're trying to break out here. And here's you, like a frat boy, like beer chugging, going, "Way, put your dick in it, lads," and stuff like that. He's the main baddie.
So is Sir Alam, is he a palette swap of Phenrig as well?
You don't see him because it's obviously 1,000 years ago.
Wasn't he a dragon? I got the idea he was a dragon.
What?
No,
he was a powerful wizard.
He was a dragon.
No, he's a powerful wizard.
A powerful wizard.
Oh, wizard.
Oh, wizard, yes. And then he died. And because he was known as the seventh dragon.
Oh, because
that's what his name has, yeah. And then his skull became the Skull of Shadows.
Where does the Chantery Crystal?
Ah, the Chantery Crystal.
Well, the Chantery Crystal is your quest into the starter training dungeon, and then these Chantery Crystals used to power the temple where the Skull of Shadows is kept.
I mean, just for the listeners who maybe have just tuned in for the very first time on Shart Select, God help you, Master Phenrig is a real character in Dark Messiah, and he's also a real wizard. And is the proprietor of Shart Select. Yeah. Hard to believe, I know, but it's real, isn't it, guys? It's real.
Mm.
He's also the headmaster at Cockwart School for Privileged Wizards.
Yeah, and his two mates are perfect palette swaps of him. One just wears a green robe and one wears a blue robe.
Yeah. And here's the thing, the one that wears the blue robe actually starred in the role as Master Phenrig in Dark Messiah as well.
Yeah, they just had to change his name for copyright reasons, didn't they?
Well, yeah, for some reason, Master Phenrig was very defensive about his name being used because he thought video games were for nerds at the time. He didn't want his name in there because he's a proper Chad-like. So he asked it to be changed to Master Phenrig.
I think it's because the game was released as a 12A and Cumrag was a bit strong.
Yes, that's right, because Cumrag got very offended. He's like, what's wrong with my name? It's what I'm called. There's nothing rude about my name. It's like,
yeah, it's my name.
Yeah. It's like you were called John Wanker or something, you know what I mean? It's the way it is. But people didn't like it, did they? They changed it to Phenrig.
Although, I think Wanker is an actual surname in America.
Is it really?
Mm.
Nathaniel Wanker.
If you know a wanker, then
Eat
please
wanker.
write in.
Yeah, if you know someone whose surname is Wanker, let us know and we'll shout out to them on Shart Select. They'll love it.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Nathaniel Wanker, Chief of Police.
Anyway,
I'm Clay Wanker.
Clay Wanker. Sounds like a man that pleasures golems. Anyway, where were you, Ryan? Our apologies.
no, it's fine. So, I can go a little bit more into the story if you like.
Yeah, let's do it,
minor spoiler alerts. But it did come out like 15 years ago.
I would say, Ryan, personally, feel free to spoiler it. Is what I'm thinking. What do you
So
think,
you
Stu?
start off. You start off as Sareth, the faceless hero, with 0 stats, and then you get to build your character throughout the game. And essentially, you have to go to the free city of Stonehelm. I've played this game too much.
So we just
Where-
spawn on back of horse with the
On back at Orse. Yeah.
Back
back
at
at
horse?
horse with
Oh,
thingy in your
spawned
ear.
up. Spawned
So,
up back
yeah,
at
yeah.
Earth.
So you're on your way back on back at Orse, but Master Phenrig decided to give you some demon bitch
Some demon
to
bitch.
watch over you and guide you, and she lives inside your head. She looks like a succubus.
Yeah, I think she is a bit, isn't she?
A moth out in a couple of bits, isn't she?
Yeah, yeah. She's
got a
completely
buffo.
naked, completely naked, and you can see 2006 graphics muff.
So if you're really into that kind of thing, guys, check it out.
So you've entered on the way to Stonehelm, and you've gone to see the Wizard Menelag, and they're like, it's Lord Menelag, by the way.
Oh yeah, Lord Cumric.
And you go in for tea, and you get attacked by the forces of evil, so you have to fight your way through. And they attack again at night, and you have to fight your way all the way to his bedroom.
Master Cumric's
And-
chambers.
Yeah, and he gets murdered by a gimp wearing like dirty golem thing.
Mm.
He gets murdered by his own gimp who's escaped, basically.
Yeah, and he runs off with the Chantery Crystal again.
Nice.
Chantery
You have,
Crystal.
and you have to follow it with Liana, who's his niece. And
Nephew.
That's sort of taboo. That is the fact
Yeah,
that it's his niece. Yeah.
You can't have a niece in this universe. It's like, wait, you've got a niece.
Oh,
Student? Niece? Mm.
and then on your travels, you end up at this like abandoned warehouse, and there's a secret trapdoor underneath, and you have to go through it. And there's basically some guy stolen the Chantery Crystal, and is using it to power a portal to the Necromancer realm.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I can't remember what the dude's called, but he looks like a vampire, slick back hair and stuff.
It's not that fucking necromancer from Oblivion, is it? Because he was shit.
No.
He was crap, wasn't he?
Oh, God, what you gotta do? Make a corpse come back to life at me. Oh,
Is he the
sorry.
king of worms or something?
King of cunt.
So you get your crystal back, and you run away, and you're hiding in some sewers. And while you're hiding, you have to try and get on this boat to escape towards the island where the Skull of Shadows is hidden.
Oh, Sir Alan's head.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. And then when you arrive, that's when you get attacked by orcs, brown skin orcs.
Oaks.
Yeah, and the cow pie.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty sick. Yeah, but essentially, the fast forwarding a bit, you get the skull, you come back home, back in time for tea, and you get a choice then where if you want to, you can expel Zana, the succubus woman living inside you. You can expel her and then become like a knight in shining armor and use holy weapons and stuff against the demons, or you can embrace her power and transform periodically into a demon and run faster and swipe people with your hands and tail.
Which one did you go for?
On the many playthroughs, I tend to just actually go with getting rid of the woman, because then you get to use the stronger weapons
You don't
and
get a
better
hokey
armor.
don't get a hokey ass dialogue all the time either.
Yeah. And then you go down to the crypts where your dad's hiding. Spoiler alert, he's the demon and you're the half demon child.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then you get a choice then. You can either banish them for good or unleash them upon the world, you see.
You definitely want to banish those bad boys, wouldn't you?
So there's technically like 4 endings to it.
Yeah, sounds it.
Because
actually.
you can you either destroy or open the portal, right? But you can do it with either the evil succubus inside you or as a guy of the light. So you can be a good guy, but then just still release all the demons.
Yeah, so ultimately you're a bad guy anyway.
Yeah. Although the video is basically different colours, like the old Mass Effect 3 ending. Either like white light comes out across the expanse or like red light comes out across the area. So yeah,
Is there a
it's
scene?
bit pab, but
No, fair enough. As long as the rest of the game's good, right?
yeah.
Is there a scene like in Guardians of the Galaxy 2 where you fight your dad? There's a bit where Master Phenrig comes down from the sky and says,
He may be your father, but you've only got one daddy.
So I think that's
yeah,
wicked.
yeah, it's exactly like that.
It's Dark Messiah one where you use the frost spell and it looks like you're carrying around 2 fists on sticks.
It's exactly like that. Yes.
2 ice lollies of a fist.
2 ice shaped fists. Yeah, and then you that's what it looks like. You're carrying them. Yeah. So that's essentially the spoiled story. But you don't play it for the story. You play it for the gameplay. The story's a bit weird. But
Yeah.
it's a really good game nonetheless.
I mean, there's a lot of good gameplay to be seen, isn't there?
Yeah. So essentially, at the start, you're in the starting dungeon where you collect the Chantery Crystal. Master Phenrig's whispering sweet nothings into your ear via magic as you progress through the tutorial. Yeah. Completing certain tasks, and if you find secrets throughout the game, you get skill points and access to weapons earlier because you can find like bits of them earlier rather than find them later on as well. And there's 3 choices of talent trees to go down. You got combat, magic, and stealth.
Oh yeah.
So there's 4 archetypes from that to play as, but you're free to create any combination that you wish. So essentially, there's warrior, mage, archer fella, or a thief. But you can like combine them into either or.
That sounds good, man. As long as I have that customization.
Mm.
I remember there was a bit as well where you get a bellows and you can blacksmith your own weapons. Did I remember that correctly?
Yeah, you do. Yeah, so you blacksmith your own weapons, but like earlier on, you can find a magic ore. Like there's like fire, and you can make a sword that's essentially just a fire sword.
Yes.
And you can find that if you find it early, or you have to wait until halfway through the game to find it later on, where it's just like right in front of you.
Yeah, I hate that. Like when you go out your way to get a deck of weapon, it's like yes. Then later in the game, it's like oh, it's just this weapon I got from earlier. God damn it! Could be something better.
Yeah, it's
Leaving
annoying.
it lying around for people who don't explore. God.
For me, the best thing about the game is the sword and shield combat. Because you can like sponge people with the sword, the shield, and knock them back, or kick them into spikes. And to a degree, the environment is destructible. So you can kick down whole like wooden beams. That's how strong Sarif is.
Yeah, he's got a massive kick on him, hasn't
A massive leg, yeah, stone hard leg indeed.
he? He bloody ass.
You can kick that and then knock like roof supports down or chandeliers and watch him smash into people and ragdoll across the room.
Yeah, you can kick a man clean across a room into some spikes.
Mm.
He's a monster.
And you get like adrenaline as well. So when that meter fills, a power attack is an instant kill, and it depending on where you target them, is what sort of finisher you do.
Nice.
There's one that's sick if you get the chest, like you impale them with your sword, and then just kick them off it, and then they fall backwards. And if you time it right, they can like fall through wooden planks or down some stairs, which is pretty fun.
Yeah, that's ultimate, man. That's ultimate ragdoll.
Yeah. It's like there's a bit in the early on of the game where there's loads of guards coming at you, and you can just swipe the floor panels, and they'll break, and then they just fall like 3 or 4 floors to the death. Which is pretty fun.
I remember watching you play it where you'll put an ice trap down and an orc ran at you across like a really thin gantry over thin air and just slipped and fell to his death.
Mm.
In fact, I think 3 orcs did it in quick succession. It was hilarious.
Yeah. You just as they're charging at you, just fire frostbolt on the floor and just let them just ragdoll on the floor.
Oh man, that was sweet, man. Any game with inventive ragdoll kills is up there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Quick question for you. If Sareth and Isaac Clarke from Dead Space had a kicking contest, who do you think would win?
Can't remember Isaac. Isaac Clarke's got more of a stomp, though, hasn't he? Not a
Yeah.
kick.
No, the kicky guy's BJ Lips. He's got a kicking leg, a boot on a stick, hasn't he?
He's just got a boot on a stick that he swings at people.
And Duke Nukem, he's got one of them too. Yeah, you're right. So Duke Nukem, BJ Lips, and Sareth having a rubbery limb competition. Who'd win?
Yeah, but with Sarah's one, you can see his whole body move, and it only goes at a certain height.
Yeah, you're right. That's
so
a
he's
bit
got
better,
he's got
isn't it?
more fixed body limbs rather
He's
than
got an actual
limbs on
leg.
sticks. Yeah.
Let me tell you guys about Duke Nukem 3D and the funny thing you can do. If you equip the Mighty Boot as a weapon, it's his left leg. But if he runs out of ammo, he kicks with his right leg. So if you press the two in quick succession, it looks like he's doing the can-can. Or like his
you got to
feet.
kick him. Can you kick with both legs at the same time?
Pretty much, yeah. He's like just flying. Double kicking people. I'm sure it was Duke
Cossack.
Nukem 3D. Yeah, Cossack dancing everywhere. You just reminded me of that, sorry.
I think it was on the 360. Was it Wolfenstein on the 360 back in the day? And that had a good leg animation, but you could look straight up and then still press kick.
Yes!
Yeah, that's the one I went. Yeah, you can look up. That's the one with the boot on a stick, but it's like just dead quick, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just literally like just swinging a little blackjack with a boot on the end of it.
proper gooch ripping kicks straight up in the air. Even Van Damme can't do that.
But it was like really quick as well, like like karate kicking or something.
Like you lose health when you do it straight up in the air because it rips your gooch.
So anyway, let's I got a bit of information about the game. It was produced and developed by Arcane Studios.
The mighty Arcane.
Arcane. And it was the second game after Arx Fatalis.
I don't know that one.
I want to play it, but it came out in 2002, and that's a bit much. That's a bit of a stretch. That was back in the day of like before the Source Engine and stuff.
I thought it was like it wasn't the first game in the series Might and Magic, because isn't that a franchise in itself?
I think it's a spin-off because Might and Magic's more of a strategy game.
Yeah, it's set in the realm of Might and Magic, I believe. And then I think when Ubisoft said they were going to publish it, they said, "Oh, we'll just wing it in the same sort of world as Might and Magic, so they can use some of their lore
and get some reps."
Something like that." Yeah.
Is Phenrig in other games, do you reckon?
He better
I
be.
don't think so.
He's too good.
Is he OC to it? That was.
Yeah.
He's not. What do you know? See, he's real. He's a real guy, Stu.
No, that's what I mean. Like he's like
Original
OG,
content.
Yeah.
Original content, as far as I thought. He said character. He's not a character. He's real. Why do people keep saying he's a character?
I don't know.
He kept us hostage for years in a shed, making us do podcasts.
Yeah.
Anyway, so just as some other games for Arcane Studios, for those that you don't know, you got Prey 2017, the Dishonored series, this year's Death Loop.
Possibly.
They're Arcane Studios, so they haven't done many. It was essentially Arx Fatalis 2002, Shart Messiah 2006, Dishonored 2008, and then.
Did you know they also did the concept for the Ravenholm level in Half-Life 2, which was very arcane with lots of things going on, but they never used it.
Yeah, very arcane because it's like it's a linear game, but the paths to get there are many.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and they did clever things with puzzles and things.
Yeah, so the start and end's the same, but getting there you can go many different ways.
Yeah, man. Arcane, they're good. Those guys are good.
Yeah, in a French company from Lyon.
Leon, you must be the new city, Leon.
You must be the French city. Leon.
Sacre bleu.
Sacre bleu.
Anyway,
Sorry, Ryan.
So it's fine. So, Dark Messiah originally came out in 2006 for PC and was later ported to consoles, called Dark Messiah Might and Magic Elements, which was developed by Ubisoft Annecy, which is probably defunct now. And that was part perception of 52 out of 100 on Metacritic.
Ubisoft fans, yeah, they're the ones that do in Riders Republic, aren't they?
That's the one, yeah, that's where we've heard them, you see.
Ah.
That port was fucking gashed, though.
It was, yeah. Had some extra content, though.
Yeah, but it wasn't very good. I had it on the PC, on the 360, and it looked like a game from 10 years prior. It was horrible. Maybe not 10 years prior. 1996 is a bit of a stretch, but it was nasty looking. It was nasty.
Yeah. So, final question, really, before you can throw some questions at me about it, was is it worth playing retrospectively?
Yeah.
So my answer is yes.
Always yes.
I've got a bit of a summary. So it's a single player RPG. Offers multiple paths and playstyles over a linear story and missions. The combat and spellcasting is the best thing about the game. So downside is the voice acting. I mean, Phenrig tried, but he's a wizard and he's not an actor at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly.
But essentially, it's in a way, it's to be expected from a game in the early 2000s. Voice acting was never like amazing back in the day of gaming. That
is true. You got lucky if you got a game with good voice work.
It was always a bit cheesy, wasn't it? It was like they just picked up the crew that was making it just to add some voice lines rather than paying.
Like Capcom.
Yeah, rather than paying proper actors, they used to just get people that were making the game.
The Capcom of the late 90s was like, "Hey, you there, English tourist? Yeah, do you want to come do some voice work? I can't do voice acting. Come on, you'll be fine."
And it's like asking me to do voices. Fuck.
Yeah, you may as well have voiced Resident Evil 2 in its entirety, Ryan.
So my
graphics aren't
verdict.
too bad on it, even like now.
Definitely not. I mean, you can run it. You can upscale it all the way to 4K as well. So it still looks very nice. It's still got the lovely shadows from the Source engine, so it still runs all right. You look at it and you go, yeah, the textures are a bit off, but the lighting and shadows are pretty good.
That's aged well, hasn't it? Yeah, it's pretty looking stuff.
Yeah, so my verdict is pick it up on Steam and play it. It's really worth the experience because essentially there's 4 ways to play it.
Yeah, exactly, and it's a good. I mean, like I say, the story's a bit mad, but it's got. If you like story-driven games, it's pretty decent, isn't it?
Yeah, and like when I first played it, I kept hoarding all the gear because I was like, I could sell this later on at a vendor and get some money. But there's no vendors in it, so you just keep what you want and just throw away the rest. And there's loads of secrets and hidden bits all the way through.
By the time Scythe gets to the end of the game, he's got a big sack on his back full of gear. Like, oh my god, I've not found a single fucking shop.
Yeah, cause that's what I was like the first time round. Yeah, I keeping all these magical rings and like I can't even use them. But you never know. Get to the end of the game with all this stuff.
That's like playing Final Fantasy games when you get to the last boss and you've hoarded all the really good healing items just in case for 80 odd hours, and it's like, I'm never going to use these. Why did I even fucking keep them? So you're just burning them off at the end during the last boss just so you can get rid of them. It's like, fuck's sake. Games hoarding.
That's essentially my little deep dive into Dark Messiah for you.
I enjoyed it.
What I used to like doing was spending ages lining up the perfect kick. It's like a box or to spike wall.
Oh yeah.
Into
Boxes,
the various traps.
fire. Yeah.
Oh yeah. If you kicked a man onto a campfire, he would immediately go up like a Christmas tree. It was brilliant.
He would, yeah.
But did he do the classic burning, fire, burning while you're trying to scratch your back and run in a circle?
No,
Yes.
they didn't. They sort of walked hunched over a little bit, like they're really tired. and then just went from there to ragdoll and then just fell over.
Oh, I'm on fire. Ooh, this is hard work. I'm done.
Yeah, I'm just going to ragdoll here.
Do I do a quick demonstration of the classic burning?
Right, okay, here we go. I'm burning. Then you have to fall on the floor, roll around for a bit, and then die.
You've not said fire. You have to say fire, right there.
Fire. Yeah, in case nobody can tell what's wrong with you.
Let me give it a go. Let me have a go. Fire. like that.
That's perfect.
Yeah, I was at 999 dialed then.
Ryan's on fire. What happened to him? There's a guy in my year in high school who could do a really good one. Like he had a proper long like fire scream noise. And he used to run down the length of the quads going, "Oh, fire!" Everyone was just like, "What the fuck is he doing?" He was fucking well funny. He used to pretend he was Solid Snake and infiltrate classrooms and stuff.
Although we've done that in college.
Yeah, but we were bad at it. We got caught. Combat rolled into a room holding a fake silenced pistol, an imaginary sized pistol. Oh, hi there, Alex. Cringe.
Yeah, but we were singing dan 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 like dead loud as well. Burst through the door. You did like a forward roll into like a combat pose.
Like, oh, hi there.
This is just a tutor just sat there trying to work quietly and just like turns around and looks at us like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Do you know what the worst thing is? If we were those tutors and some little fucking 18-year-olds did that to me, we are what a bunch of weird cunts. But we thought we were so funny.
Still think that now.
Yeah, Ryan's always thought that.
Do you remember you used to do dynamic getting off chairs and stuff?
Yeah, aka just hitting the back of a chair as hard as you could with your back so it falls over and combat roll the landing once it hits the ground. If I did that now, I'd break my neck. Dynamic everything, wasn't it? Dynamic door opener. We played far too many video games. Well, we derailed that with a bit of nostalgia, didn't we? So my question for you, Ryan, when it comes to Dark Messiah of Might and Magic, what is your favourite corny line in the whole game?
I think it's Sarith, my faithful disciple.
Yeah, good old Master Phenrig. He's got it, hasn't he?
Yeah. And then there's a few in there. It's just when he summons Zana, it's like, am I to accompany this boy?
Yes, by a company. I don't mean rank him off.
There's just loads in there. Fucking loads.
Oh,
Niece, pupil, so on and so forth.
And Master Menelag, aka Master Phenrig, he's there saying his lines too. My favourite line was when the people who break into Master Phenrig's house get hurt and they run off trying to shout the guards like they're the ones in the right.
Yeah. Like you slash him with a sword. Guards!
It's like, mate, they're going to side with me. They're going to kill you. You're the baddies. It's like that Mitchell and Webb sketch, isn't it? Are we the baddies?
Yeah.
So what are you shouting the guards for, you plonker? Oh, you got any questions for Ryan?
No, I'm just trying to remember bits I used to play in it.
I'll just tell you. Go on.
When find the edge of a like if it was on a bridge or like the edge of a cliff, do the frost spell on it and then watch him walk towards it. And it's like properly like accelerated, like this rate and slide across it, and obviously off the cliff.
Oh, it was a whoop whoop woo sound to make it more fun.
There's some weird like mechanics you could do as well because obviously it's ragdoll and sometimes things go wrong. Like there's you could unlock with combat like jumping power attack. So if you got it right and like the angle, if you jumped and did your downward swooping power attack, and the angle was just right on their head, they'd like fold in half, but then spring backwards and just get flown across the map or through barrels or whatever.
So it's like the spine went like a big elastic band and fired back again.
Yeah, essentially, it's just like folding a guy in half, and then obviously the game trying to straighten them back out, it just flings them backwards.
Do you know what that reminds me of? I've ever played Oblivion and trapping people's heads in doors, opening and closing the door so they turned into like jerky noodle people. Oh, I love shit like that.
Funniest ragdoll I remember was in Rainbow Six 3 when you could shoot people and then like fold over backwards and make like a hula hoop.
Yes, we had so many of them. We had so many screenshots from the PC version. We did.
Yeah, but there'd still be like there'd be upright donuts though, wouldn't they? They'd just basically folded backwards from a standing position.
Yeah,
and then the head was in between the feet.
Yeah,
it's just like someone removed the skeleton and they just went so like a pretzel on the floor.
Yeah,
I remember the first time I saw ragdoll, and it was just somebody. It was on Rainbow Six 3 as well, and I just shot somebody and he like flobbered down the stairs. It's like it's the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it's a game changer. Ragdoll wasn't it? proper game changer.
Yeah. Some of the weapons you can use, Dark Messiah. So you've got swords, shields, daggers, and as even though they're a bit pants, staves, but they are fun to use.
I remember
There's
watching
nothing.
you.
There's nothing gaser than batching someone with a combat stave.
That is true. I always remember you using 2 daggers though, Ryan. Every time I watched you on it, you always had 2 daggers.
Yeah, it wasn't the heavy attack. Couldn't you like launch people with it? With daggers?
You can. If they were low on health, if you did a power attack, it turned into a throwing knife, and you just threw at them, and finished them off that way. But yeah, there's like loads of swooping attacks and flingy moves.
Flingy. Master Phenrig really set Sareth up well, didn't he?
Yeah.
Why won't you do the same for us?
No.
We're not faithful disciples. That's why.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Sareth. Oh, faithful disciple Sareth. What an ass kisser. Honestly.
I bet he'd get a full podcast studio.
Bet he would. He bet he gets his own podcast, Sareth's Comedy Hour. It's like, hey there, kids, I'm Sareth. That's how he actually probably speaks.
It's probably got Zana on it as well.
Yeah, she's there as well, fucking gobbing off all the time, doing a feature on her favourite demons every week. Like, for fuck's sake, love, how long are you going to keep it going for? You said the imp of Doom 3 times. Sorry. Got angry. So, anything else you want to discuss about Dark Messiah of Might and Magic?
Only that you should all play it.
Yes. Fuck you, play it. Get out
That's
there.
it, really. Yeah.
Get it played. Well, thanks, Ryan. That was really good. I enjoyed that trip through Dark Messiah with you.
Would you like a nostalgia glands rating?
Does the Pope shit in the woods?
So, story is predictable, but multi playthroughs and secrets gives you new weapons to use each time. And the main thing I remember about the game is how fun the combat and ragdoll is.
Yeah.
So, I reckon, for me, nostalgia glands, going back to play it, which I am currently doing again, by the way. Stone Hard Leg for me. It's one of my favourite games.
I agree. That's a Ryan game to the max, Stone Hard Leg. For me, I'd be the next level down. Was it Veiny?
Yeah, I think so.
I enjoyed it, but I wasn't as good at it as Ryan. So, but it was good. Those gimps were too scary. What about you, Stu?
Yeah, I'm veiny for it.
Yeah, man. But Ryan is Stone Hard Leg. It's his baby, and Ryan Messiah of Ryan and Magic. Well then, there we go. Thanks for that, Ryan. That was very good investigation work and what's the word? Nostalgia from yourself.
Milking nostalgia.
Milking that milky, thick ropes of nostalgia. And now we're moving swiftly on to a feature which you, the listener, may have wanted for a long time and not even known about it. It's time to ask Ryan anything. Which is a new feature where, of course, we reach out to you, the listeners, and you can ask the most handsome boy in podcasting, Ryan, anything. So, Stu, as the official curator of Ryan's fan club, what have you got for us?
There's a couple of questions. There's one from everyone's favourite Cornish man, Pixie Podcast.
Oh,
well, everyone's favourite.
He's going to be throwing some shade now, isn't he? That's what he's going to be doing.
Well, he wants to know is how does it feel being the second best but also the oldest Ryan in gaming podcasts?
Ooh.
So the only answer to that is who won the 1v1? It was me. By a landslide, so... And the thing is, I wasn't even prepped for it. Stu just said, oh, he's asked me to play, I can't. Can you go in for practice? I was like, yeah, all right then. And then it was game over, wasn't it?
Ryan was actually asleep at the time.
Yeah.
He did it in his sleep.
I was watching a film at the same time.
What were you watching?
Avengers, I think. Yeah, I was proper into it as well.
Oh my god!
Kept turning. I turned back and I go, oh wait, I'll just kill him a sec.
It's like, yeah, eat that, Loki. Oh, eat that, Pixie.
Yeah. So hang on, I can hear someone shooting at me or walking nearby. Hang on. There you go.
We just shoot his crossbow across the map.
Yeah, without even looking.
I can hear some heavy breathing in Cornish. He must be nearby.
How would that sound?
Come on, harvester. Love you really go well. Go on, Ryan, carry on, mate. Stu's gone, we've lost it.
We got pasties.
You are allowed to call them Cornish pasties. They're traditional pasties. We call them Cornish pasties.
Like cream and scones.
Put them the wrong way round.
Put the cream on upside down.
I make a cup of tea backwards.
Oh, milking first, what?
I like myth teas, I do.
Fucking hell. Are you back, Ryan?
That's what if Pixie podcasted ASMR, that's what it'd be like.
Oh, it would.
You gotta put the milk in first.
Ignore the information from every other person and put the milk in first. Then I go down to the farm and get my combine harvester. And then I go to record my podcast. Silver for monsters, steel for humans, Mike for podcasting.
Go to Carshal's.
Castle Grayskull.
Minecraft.
Play some Dark Souls.
Dark Souls.
Anyway.
Souls and Dark Souls.
So, next question, Stu.
It's from the Mr. John Core, or Jordan, from Griefus Burritus. And he says, Ryan, what is the most drunk you've ever been, and what is the funniest thing that came of it?
Oh, God. I haven't been drunk for a long time.
I don't think you get drunk, do you?
Not anymore. No, not really. I'm a bit of a square.
Total square, man.
I was trying to think of a time that when you'd been properly drunk, and the only time I could think of is when you did press B to interrogate.
The problem,
Oh,
yeah. The problem with Ryan when he's drunk, he doesn't act silly, he just gets violent. So...
Yeah. Press B to interrogate.
He just walked up to Craig, said press B to interrogate, and then grabbed his throat.
Quite hard.
That's because you were playing.
I try and.
That's because you're playing Conviction, wasn't it, at the time?
Yeah. Or I try and try and convince people to try and fight me so I can system you.
Yes.
Yeah. Let me system you.
That was the night when we were on holiday and we went swimming and ate nothing all day, and then we had a pint of beer and it absolutely killed us.
That was when Ryan said, we're not soldiers. No, we're not.
We were in Centre Parks on holiday, and Tube had crashed and gone to sleep already.
Squidzilla.
So I was going downstairs whilst filming him sleeping because I'm weird. Going back down to you two, and I filmed myself saying he's a lightweight, but we're not men, we're soldiers. And then went down, continued to go outside and get further drunk.
And then
that was it, really. Yeah.
Memories. Any more questions for the boy, Ryan?
I think another cringy one was when you uploaded that picture of me actually flexing in front of somebody at that New Year's party.
Yeah, you were full on doing flexing on Heather Tube's wife, weren't you?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
That is a bit
I just get a bit violent or in people's faces, so I don't tend to do it anymore.
Get round.
It's probably for the best. I never quite record. Every time I hear press B to interrogate, I panic.
So yeah, next question.
I think that's it for this week. I'll make
right,
an effort to get some more next time. So if anyone's got any questions for Ryan,
at Shart Select Pod on Twitter, or email us at shartselect@gmail.com. If you've got a really long question for him, maybe. You can ask him anything, literally anything. He'll answer.
Anything.
Yeah, I'll try my best.
Ask him what his favourite pair of underpants are. He'll answer.
I'll tell you. I've already told you, but I'll tell you again. Yeah. Sacks they're called. Yeah. Sacks, yeah.
Oh yeah, sacks. I thought I was being random with that, but apparently, we've already discussed it.
Yeah.
Well then,
Sacks pants.
Whilst you listeners are scribbling down questions for Ryan, what's next? What's next, guys? On the itinerary.
We're not going to visit Old Man Lockout.
Old Man Lockout. I think we should, shouldn't we?
Is he the music teacher or something?
Yeah, he's a creepy old music teacher that's deaf.
Oh, like Beethoven.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I don't know if he's deaf or he just ignores us.
Whether he's deaf or a bit of a dick.
Yeah.
Let's go and visit Old Man Lockout then, shall we, guys? In his music classroom here at Cockwards.
Ah, yes. There you are, boys. Well, don't just stand there with your thumbs up your bums. Come on inside for your music lesson with Old Man Lockout. That's it. Come in and pick up an instrument.
Okay.
You there, Ryan. Grab my bells and give them a shake. There's a good lad.
Oh, yes.
Winstolf, take my stick in your hand and give it a good banging against that drum. Oh, lovely. Stuart boy, come and sit in my lap and give my tromboner a good blowing. Oh, yes. Let's make sweet music together. Oh, wait. Stop. Before we start all this, I have a quick music quiz for you now. Let me dust off my old Yamaha keyboard and play you some music from a retro game. Now,
Oh boy.
can you tell me what game this is from? And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a...
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, it is very tough. I'm not sure.
This is like well old school, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's got to be something from like the Master System.
I reckon.
I feel like it's a space game.
It could be NES or Master System. I'm going to say Ice Climber on the NES, but I'm not. I don't know.
I ain't got a fucking clue. This could be anything.
Any ideas, Ryan?
No, it's funky though.
It's very funky, isn't it? It's getting a bit turgid.
Well done. If you said RoboCop on the Spectrum, published by Ocean Software in 1988, then you win a house point for Bombing Door.
I don't
But
think
if
that's a
you
house
guessed
here.
incorrectly,
Does he know
then
that?
you're an absolute chuffing imbecile and must stay behind after class and dust off my chalky balls. I mean board. Yes, board.
Oh,
Now,
fuck him.
get out of here, you scamps. No
Yeah.
doubt those wizards will be wondering what you are up to. Off with you now.
Was he going to molest us?
I've just opened when you polished his trombone, he didn't ask you to play his rusty one.
Yeah.
I had a weird taste on it.
It was a
Very
lip smackingly good.
Yeah, it's weird.
Very
Just don't
strange
taste
that
it.
was. I feel a bit violated just being in the same room as the guy, I'll be honest with you. RoboCop on the Spectrum there.
Lip smackingly good rusty trombone.
Oh, man. I think Ryan's coming around to his way of thinking, eh?
You'll be going back in there asking for seconds.
Hold him back. Right, let's quickly move on to that was a pretty surprising turn of events. Old Man Lockout's a fucking creep. Let's talk about another surprise that commonly features here on Shart Select, known as, in the many spheres of reality, Ryan's surprise.
Oh, yeah.
Is that Old Man Lockout again?
Oh, lock him back in!
It's time for round 3 of Bad Sex in Fiction.
Oh yes, I'm ready, chap in hand, ready for this next adventure.
Let me just get the old chap out.
I knew you'd like that, Stu.
Chapping. Okay. Here we go. So this is Courtney Maum, author of Touch. And this is her sex scene. I bet we won't even get to breakfast before my lover ravages me. My lover is actually my husband, but we're so wild for each other, even after 9 months shut inside, that I've started to call him that. Lover. Raw. Lover knows how much I miss the croissants at Balthazar, so he has bought me some at CVS from their last chance aisle because CVS is open and Balthazar is not.
What?
Okay. I used to get the fresh squeezed grapefruit juice for $11, but Tropicana makes me hot. Lover asks me if I dress up for him.
So she just doesn't even use his name anymore.
No, it's Lover. Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Stu's not happy with this. I say, how disgusting! How crude!
Lover asked me if I'd dress up for him one of these long, hot mornings as the Tropicana girl, and I was like, first of all, she's underage, and also like Hawaiian or something, and cultural appropriation is gross.
Okay. What? That's okay. Not about cultural appropriation, I suppose, but
Gross, yeah.
As we sit at the breakfast table, that is also our workplace, I can almost feel my lover husband's hands between my thighs, questing for their prize.
Ooh. Coins again.
He has to get through my sweatpants and my long johns to discover my morning treat. I have on the same pair of Target panties as I did last night, only inside out.
Question. If it's a hot summer day, why is she wearing long johns and sweatpants?
Because she is.
Extra sweaty.
Yeah.
What she just want to be sweaty for her?
Yeah. He climbs onto the table and begins wilding his way towards me. A 6-pack of expired croissants and Sazzle holiday cards be damned. My lover's tongue tastes like coffee grinds and desperation. I swallow his tongue like a stimulus check. The breakfast bell has rung.
Why is he climbing on tables?
It's a heat of the moment.
To be fair, Stu,
you damaged something.
Stu, you let a train fuck you, so you're not one to speak.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
That was a COVID-based erotic passage.
I'm guessing it might be.
With stimulus checks and months inside. That was the sexy COVID scene. I say sexy, it was very odd. So he went out to buy us some breakfast, came back, put it on the table, then crawled all over it and put his tongue down the throat.
Yeah, essentially.
I'd be like, get the fuck
dress
off
up
me
as a minor.
breakfast. Yeah, just as a kid, so I could stick your tongue down. What the fuck? A, no. B, you've ruined my breakfast. And C, you belong in jail.
just
Not happy
just
with
as a kid.
How would John Bonnell report on that situation?
John Bonnell.
We have to do a pun about it, wouldn't it? This guy went to jail after buying some breakfast. The only Danish he'll be seeing is Lars in cell number 3. Something like that, isn't it? I don't know. The only Danish
breakfast sausage this guy's gonna be seeing. Daddy's in jail.
You be getting some hot sausage from Daddy in the showers.
Yeah, the only juice this guy's going to be drinking is from Daddy's cock.
Oh my god.
Daddy's seed.
Daddy's seed.
Anyway.
Daddy's hot sperm.
Alright, come on now. Stu's getting excited.
Daddy's man juice. Anyway.
Train seed.
I think we should tell the folks about what happened to us at Cockwalks today.
Well, it's true, because it's a big subject, isn't it? It's just a big part of our life now.
Yeah, about what happened this morning.
Yeah, are you still alright sitting down?
Well, no,
yeah.
not really. I have to press myself up against the wall. Like
I've got one of them inflatable donuts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good idea. So just to give the guys a bit of background, boys and girls a bit of background. So we were all lined up on the pitch this morning for the Quidditch tryout, weren't we? Because obviously we wanted to join the Dripping Whorehouse team and defeat the bloody Slither in, well, cunts, quite frankly. So this is what happened.
There's a magical school where wizards earn their sleeves. Shart select our training to be the wizards we all need.
Okay, students, I'm Professor Gooch. Who knows how to mount your broom?
So it's easy, right? Don't you just saddle it like a horse and off you go? I've seen it in the movies.
Wrong, Mr. Edgerton. Don't be a cunt. Movies are nonsense. Magic is real life. You there, what do you notice about the end of your broom? Well, it's kind of curved and at the end, and is that some kind of bulbous tip?
The dick, innit? It's got a slit on the end, and it's got 2 ballast balls on below the brush part. And these grooves are definitely veins.
It is not a dick, Stuart. Don't be crude. That is the controls. To use it, you must steer it with your walls.
Hang on. We cover a lot of Rule 34 on our Patreon content. I know what you mean by walls.
Patreon?
Yeah, lovely bottom, that's right. It's www.patreon.com/select.
Stop promoting your excellent paid content and pay attention. Yes, you just use the anal canal to control these brooms. Only then can you play our national sport, Quidditch. What the fuck? Oh, fine, whatever. Everyone's ass-obsessed in the Wizardverse. What's this Quidditch? Glad you asked. The idea of the game is to score goals whilst riding your brooms. There are several ball types. The ass bludger chases you around trying to dislodge your broom with pure blood trauma. The beater will try to wank you off mid-game, very distracting, and if you reach orgasm, you are disqualified. And the golden bitch flies around saying very catty, hurtful comments. If you catch it, you win.
This game sounds fucking weird. I'm out.
What's wrong, Ryan? Scared of hurting your stupid cum-blood face?
You fucking what?
Like that, did you? Well, I hear you have a big sausage willy.
Thanks. What kind of insult is that? Where's Neville Lovely-Bottom? I want to speak to him about this. This is weird.
Well, I hear you've got a willy on your head. Bet you have a girlfriend.
Fucking hell. Fucking weirdo.
And satisfactory is rubbish.
Oh, for fuck. Right, give me that. Give me that fucking lube. I'm mounting up. I'm going to kick this cunt's head in. Whoa.
Uh-oh, run away.
For fuck's sake, are we in as well?
He's fucking at it. Here we go. Oh, bastard.
Fucking hell! Gone balls deep!
Balls!
I don't see what the problem is, guys. It fits quite nicely, actually. Just all you can do is twin your walls a bit. So, dear listeners, as you all know, in Cockwarts, it is mandatory to have at least an Xbox Series X or a gaming PC. I don't know why Wizards don't like Sony very much. I think it's because Sony's run by warlocks, their worst enemies, but I can't prove it. So, we've devised a fun game to keep the nights at Cockwarts interesting, because all the good stuff happens in the day. We're going to choose, using this big wheel of fortune we found in a random old room, a random Game Pass game to play and report back to you on.
Because, I mean, we are like a gaming podcast, so...
So I guess we have to talk about games sometimes.
Play some games and talk to you about them.
Yeah. Best add sometimes, I suppose, that way. People start complaining. So, yeah. Stu, how does the spin the wheel thing work? Have you tried it yet?
Yeah, so you basically just spin it and it'll spin round and choose a game for us. But it's got like some weird rating system attached to it.
Oh, not another one of these things.
Yeah, it's a bit like the turgidity meter again.
Bet the word turgid's in there, isn't it?
Yeah, probably.
Bloody wizards. Right,
So
okay.
instead of like a trash tier, it's got inverted, whatever that means.
Oh. Inverted. I don't know what
And
that
like the lower tier is flaccid.
Inverted, flaccid. Okay, yeah.
And then semi-lob-on.
Semi-lob. This all sounds very dick-like again, doesn't it?
Then it's full chub, whatever that means.
Oh, yeah. Come on, wizards. For God's sakes. Again.
Then veiny and throbbing.
You can let me guess.
Yes.
Stone
Stone
hard
hard
leg.
leg.
Yep, wizards are talking about dicks again.
Wasn't it turgid at some point?
Nice turgid in there, yeah. Maybe
Stone hard leg, turgid,
Oh,
Veiny.
yeah.
Oh, it's turgid at the top, is it?
Yeah.
I missed that one.
Yeah, it's
Veiny.
quite dusty. It's quite dusty, this rating system. We need to get the
Was
dust
it?
off, really.
Veiny. Then it was Semi. What did you say?
Semi-Loban. I don't know why that's important, but apparently must be.
Yeah, again, cockwarts, they're all dick obsessed. Even the
What was
women
the other
here.
one?
Full chub.
Full chub.
Wouldn't that be higher than Semi? Surely.
Well,
I think
are you
it's
a
in
wizard?
between. I think it's in between semi and turgid.
I found that Veiny.
I think vein is higher.
Let's
than
just start
turgid.
from the bottom again and go to the
go
top.
on, yeah, go. Bit complicated, isn't it?
So it's inverted. And then what's the other one? Peaking interest, like
Peeping, yeah.
peeping.
Peeping interest.
like oh, what's that?
Like a turtle's head peeping out of its shell.
Yeah. Then Semi Loban.
Yeah.
Then chub.
Then full chub, yeah.
Then veiny turgid. Then stone hard leg. So there's like 7 tiers.
Hey, why not?
I think it might need trimming a bit. We'll work on it and then we'll get back to. We'll finalise it for next week.
We'll ask Gagrid if we can use his tools and try and modify it a bit.
Yeah.
It's a bit out of date, that, isn't it?
I don't think we need 7 tiers.
All right, well, let's spin the wheel and see how we get on. Whoa, so it actually worked, guys. This ancient device actually turned up a game for us. It's, what is it, Stu? What's it say?
It's Mountain Blade Warband.
Oh, Mountain Blade Warband. That's that one where you play a medieval bloke, isn't it?
Yeah.
Ooh, should be fun then. So we all have to play it for next episode and see what we think. See if we can recommend it on this weird scale with tons of fucking dick references on as usual for our lovely listeners. So look forward to that next week, guys. Our lovely guys and girls. No, I can't say that anymore, can you? Boys and girls.
No, don't say that.
Don't say that. Yeah, anyway, join us next week where we'll talk about our experiences with Mountain Blade Warband.
Yeah.
So, is there anything else we need to summarise before we head on out, everyone?
Just a socialis. Are we getting anyone into this? Are we getting anyone in to do it for us?
Master Phenrig's just walking past. Do you want me to ask him for you?
Yeah, give him a shout.
Phenrig, do you want to come read us out?
What? Oh, fine. Get out of my... Hello, everybody. It's me, Master Phenrig. Oh, you've been talking about Dark Messiah today, didn't you? Did you mention that I was the talent in the game? Ryan, you little bollocks. Talking to you?
Yes. Of course I did.
So you fucking better have. Yes.
The only thing I wanted to know, Phenrig, is like you send Sarif away to do the mission, but we never hear from you again.
Well, at that point, I went down to the Sausage and Barrel for a lovely meal, and then completely forgot about poor old Sarif, trying to find the skull of Sir Alan. I hope he found it.
What happened to the Chantery Crystal?
Stuck it up me ass.
Oh.
Is that okay with you?
Do whatever you want. Just read the socials already.
Oh yes, sorry. That's what I was here for. Haha, carry on. If you enjoy what we do, then please subscribe and leave a review on Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Spotify, Cephalopod, especially, or whatever else other podcast services you use to help these 3 fools reach more people. Also join us on Discord, where you can talk about the episodes and other such exciting things. You can even talk to Ryan. If you really enjoy what we do and would like to check out the extra Drip Tray episodes, considered too extreme for the regular podcast by ancient scholars, then why not join our Patreon at www.patreon.com/Shart Select. We also have a Discord. Oh, I mentioned the Discord. Fuck that thing again. Join the Discord, it's really good. Finally, we can be reached on Twitter and all of the socials, should you wish to suggest content or have a lovely chat. Just search for Shart Select Pod. There you go. Happy with that?
Yeah.
Talkative
then.
bunch, aren't you? Bye.
Bye then.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah, bye.
We can. The Discord link is in the bottom of the description, isn't it?
Oh,
So join
yes.
us. We talk filth. And
Also,
also,
logic.
speaking of Patreon, take it away. Got a new Patreon. It's Paul, everybody. I'm pretty sure he said it was Paul.
New Patreon, it's Paul. He's joining us on Patreon. It makes him one of our favourite people. And now he gets to hear about how Stu gets the
Magumba.
fire train.
Magumba.
Magumba. Has anyone seen Magumba? I'm sure Mario sat on Magumba and I've not seen it since. Welcome.
Yep.
Any more Patreons we need to sing out?
Sing them all out if you want.
I need the full list up in front of me to do that.
Magumba, Dave Cooper.
Dave Cooper, he's got a Lancashire accent, even though he denies it. That's
He's
what's
in a
Jordan.
relationship with Judy Hopps.
And Nick is very jealous and also kind of creeping.
Jordan.
Jordan Shenton, he's on Grief Burrito. He's got a lovely ginger beard.
Steph.
Steph, she once came on the drip tray, and then we talked about Raphael, and then she came on the drip tray.
Pete.
And then there's Pete. He's always been a fan, and we love him, and I want to kiss him on the face.
Chris.
Chris, he used to grease the elevator in the Wizard's Tower, but now he works in Cockwarts. He cleans the elevator there instead.
I heard, though, that he just lives in the tower on his own now because all the wizards had left, and he
Just
just
riding
sits in
the
the tower all
elevator.
day, like
the
riding the
frog-
elevator.
It's now
Yeah,
known as the
riding the
Frog's
shaft.
Tower.
Yeah,
It's the-
And then
just sits playing with the shaft all day.
Pixie as well.
Pixie, he's from down south. He lives in Cornwall, and he's in a rivalry with Ryan.
Yeah, I think he fucking loves me, really.
If there was a full-on, like, bare-knuckle fight between you and Pixie,
Right.
who'd win?
Who do you think would win?
Cornish
It's-
Fury
it's-
is a real
it's-
thing, though.
It's like an old woman going up against a mountain Thor Bjornsson, isn't it?
A mountain! I think it's probably
Calling
time
him
to
out.
yeah, it's probably time to end the podcast before we get an actual fight on our hands, just like Logan Paul and whatever that fucking guy was called.
Yeah,
all
that
over
could be
again.
a special Patreon video.
Yeah.
Backyard fights.
Ryan, the Logan Paul of podcasting, is here.
We could
fuck
do,
you,
you could do a
subscribe.
tag team special though, where they turn up, but then there's more in Pixie than there is us or so.
Exactly, you'd have to battle young Raptor, Luke, Ryan himself.
Yeah, Charlotte as well.
Charlotte there, yeah, pulling your hair. You have to like dislodge young Raptor off your skin every 5 minutes. It'd be a battle. It'd be a rumble. But I'm not very good at fighting. I'm old. I'd be better as the commentator. And Stu's grabbed his skin. He's grabbed his skin. That's an illegal move, Stu. Let go. Let go. No, never mind. He's not gonna let go.
Is this
So-
still the outro? Oh, we...
I believe so. I think we're still in the outro. We haven't actually said bye yet.
Oh, bye.
Yeah, bye. You shouldn't have heard
bye.
that. Yeah, bye.
Bye. Yeah, bye.
Yeah, bye.
Pretend you never heard this bit.
Yeah, bye.
Bye then.
That was a good episode, wasn't it?
Yeah, bye.
Yeah, bye, Stu. It's over.